I was brought up in the village called Kampung Cengkau, okay, Kota Negeri Sembilan. And you know lah, in Rembau or in Negeri Sembilan, we have adat suku kaum, ya. Adat suku Biduanda, okay, where we are adat Perpatih. So brought up by my old grandparents, you know, and they took me from my parents because whatever reason lah, when I was 7 months, yes, take me back to the village. My father was working in Singapore as a police, so took me back in the village. So they don't have a background of education, illiterate, my both grandparents, but civic, as much stronger than education actually. It is under education, civic. That's why those days during our school, civic is only taught by a headmaster. So everybody like so takut, you know. So too much of this politeness, walk properly, talk properly. You are only answered when you are been asked, you know. You cannot cross over, very strict and things like that. And my background of cooking is also from my grandmother kitchen. I still remember say, "Mai cuci ni bersih-bersih. Ambil barang, letak balik mana ambil." You know, in the kitchen of hers also, she have her own department which she doesn't know how to explain. But when I come up to the culinary world, my kitchen concept, I can take it from my grandmother kitchen. The sink must be clean, the garbage have to buang the sampah and then rinse many times and carry the garbage and smell. Yeah, that's how that's how I learn. You know, no material, everything is all recycled. The garbage tin is from the cooking oil, horizon oil, the big one. No plastic. You see? The minute I buang the sampah, and then I have to rinse many times, then I have to shine it until it dry. See, this is how I learn my background. And then, of course, after that, I belajar, you know. After that, I pergi belajar masuk Mara, and it's all happened like that. But everything that I see, and I always, obviously, I saw everything, but I pick the best. Yeah, and I make it as an icon. Yeah, like my uncle those days when they come back from in the KL, they have beautiful cars. You know, government servant dulu kan? And then they have drivers. You know, they have maids. So I always tell myself, oh, I'm not going to be a maid in my grandmother kitchen. I think next time I would like to have that girl to help me to clean up. So I lock it, you know. Then I said, wow, my uncle ada driver, arwah tak ada hidup ke tak hidup lagi, abang uncle, Pak Cik Amin we call it. Open his door, he sat at the back, you know. I remember the Merc car. Oh, I said, one day I want to be like him. Lock. Everything I lock. So when he took me back to school holidays, mean KL. Yeah. So tunjuklah macam-macam, apa tu, dia expose me to different type of restaurant dulu kan. We go to Chinese restaurant. My late uncle taught me how to pegang chopstick when I was 8 years old. Padahal I'm the budak kampung. Sekolah kat kampung tu, sekolah menengah undang Rembau English primary and secondary school. Yeah. And in the village, chopstick mean, yeah, but my uncle open. Macam ni pegang, macam ni kepit. So, I have both sides, very balanced.
That's how you develop your interest in culinary.
Yeah, don't talk about profession lah, ya.
Right.
You talk about human being, you talk about yourself. Yeah. Manusia ni mesti ada ikon. Mesti ada ikon.
Someone to look up.
Yeah, someone to look up to, someone to say, wow, all these are development, taste, linen, all this. And my grand uncle pula, my grandmother punya brother, he was the governor of Malacca, Tun Haji Abdul Malik. Okay. And then when I was 7, 8, 9, pergilah duduk rumah governor tu. but because I have to follow my grandparents. There he taught me long table. At 7 years old, I already sat next to it with all fork and spoon lah, linen lah. Padahal again, in the village, they don't expose me with all silverware. But at that age, I dah nampak. So compared me and my brothers yang stay with my parent, I'm more advanced. Padahal I'm duduk kampung, where my brothers and sisters Singapore. But the education that my late uncles, thank you to them, Al-Fatihah, you know, that they exposed me. He said, pakai sudu ni dulu, cu, pakai ni. And they are so soft spoken. To me, every moment is something inspired me lah. Even if I water a plant at home, when they start shooting a new shoot and a new root, dia bagi saya satu magic. So simple as that. You know, you don't go so far lah, you don't go so big ke ini. Benda yang you jaga kat rumah pun, kalau dia berputik, takkan you happy? You know? Kata, 5 tahun aku tunggu pokok durian tu, dah berputik ayahnya. Pergilah balik, talk about it, be happy, share ideas, kita share baja, kita share how to grow the durian trees, ya. Tak mati. But then again, you don't feel, jangan menyesal because you already enjoyed that moment up to dia berputik. So then don't stop, grow a new one. And jangan pula kata, if I grow a new one, sempat ke aku nak makan? Don't say that because there's so many people want to eat. Kalau orang tak sempat, if human cannot eat, banyak binatang boleh makan. So this mindset, background, upbringing,
that develops since you were young.
Upbringing, not material, Raja. It's never material. My grandparents never said, datuk engkau ada RM1,000, nenek ada RM50. Never tell. They don't even tell how many lands they have. They don't. But they only tell, jaga. Awak cucu siapa? Kalau jahat kat kampung, cucu awak ni apa jahat sangat? But they don't want kepujian, They just want nobody complain about the family background. Until today, I'm so lucky. I know sometimes macam in the restaurant, you know, I mean, I have 75 staff. Okay? They come from different background. So you cannot make them macam, I want to mold you like Chef Ismail. Tak boleh. If they come like 1 month baby, cat. Bila dia dah datang dah 40 tahun, how can I mold? You know, so you kena faham lah benda ni. You have to understand human characters are through development, you know. It's not through just like that. Dia macam ni tau. Challenges if you created the challenge. If you don't have challenges. If you don't compete, you know, competing is another thing. But you must also give other people some ruang hidup. You know, there's no challenge with me. If you are really bukanlah I'm perfectionist. No, I do make failure also. But that failure, it doesn't make me fail. It make me success. If you fail that challenge, you know, it's a lesson to learn. Kan? But tak adalah I sit down macam tu. Apa pasal aku ni lari 1 meter kalah, Always kalah kan. That's how I'm not a sportman, but I'm forced to run. So whenever I definitely the last lah. Yeah. But it doesn't bother me at all because I'm not into that area. I've been forced. Yeah. It's not my area. I'm not athlete kan. So why bother? If I fail, I fail lah running 100 meters kan. So a trophy to me is not a challenge. Senang aja. Sit down, take a deep breath. Kan? And don't sit on that. Yeah, you have to move on. I always move on. Even in relationship, is it fail? Like relationship mean either with friend, you know, because sometimes some people always talk, Raja. Dah berpuluh tahun aku berkawan dengan dia. Sekarang ni baru dia nak kecil hati dengan aku. Banyak berlaku kan?
Yes.
So when they said like that to me, people to change. Orang tukar lah, perangai tukar, semua tukar. So give them a break lah. I said, you are too boring with me, maybe you take a break. A lot of work. Like for example lah, it's very layman lah.
Yeah.
I mean, at times, sometimes I just want to come out from my house wearing slippers and not wearing nice clothes, blah blah blah. But you must remember, the minute you walk is something that you feel good and make other people feel good too. You make other people feel comfortable. You punya penampilan. Kan? Kadang-kadang kita ni manusia biasa. We are just normal human being. We cannot be, the cake cannot be perfect all the time. But you have to make it perfect. I always think, you know, if I get out from my house and not properly dressed, if anything happen in dalam perjalanan tu, tak ke malu kan pakai seluar pendek? Orang tua ni dah tua pakai seluar pendek. So many question, but you don't masuk hati lah, jangan masuk otak. But it's just that whenever you dress up is to make people feel comfortable with you. Like now, when I arrived just now, you say, cantiknya chef. Kan? Cuba kalau I pakai seluar pendek, t-shirt overnight yang hug me, macam mana? Raja show je kata, ya Allah, macam mana aku nak interview orang tua ni? You know what I mean? So like, I'm wearing so nice baju Melayu macam ni, you feel so comfortable with me for you to interview me. So it's a lot of keyhole to lock. There's no shortcut in anything. Apa orang cakap lah, alah, you know, there's so many nowadays with digital, blah 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 blah. There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut. I never give up. I never give up, never give up, never give up, never give up. And every time you must, when you are around that area, you must enjoy. Macam like I'm coming to work, huh? Yeah. Every day you come to work. But you must enjoy the moment lah. Make sure before I ready to my staff know already. Sebelum dia orang tua masuk, I better put this one properly. Otherwise, piung. Masuklah hujan ribut. Kan?
You just have to do it.
Yeah, and you must always watch movie. I suka tengok movie, learn, because in every movie there's always lesson to learn. Kan?
I agree.
Yes. Kan?
Good.
Always lesson to learn. Never give up life. Banyak orang tanya, saya tak penat ke kerja hari-hari? Saya penat bila saya matilah besok kot. Yeah. And human is my asset. Lagi satu, jangan sombong. Tak ke mana. I travel the whole world, Raja. The whole world is hugging me. Pasal kita punya penampilan lah. You know, I mean, I was in Africa, South Africa. Kadang-kadang dia boleh sense tau, yang padahal dia jumpa you tau, tapi you jangan suruh dia datang salam you. You have to reach them. You always have to reach them. You cannot let them reach you. Banyaklah benda-benda je takut kita ni culture apa kan? A worst area in South Africa I went is Kalisha. Kalisha ni where the boxers houses ni semua tau, yang betul-betul slum area. Oh my goodness. A lot of people say you don't go to Kalisha, chef. You don't go to Kalisha. They shoot you, they kill you, everything blah. But I follow this lady who worked in the hotel. I said, I want to go to your Kalisha. You want to go, chef? I take you. You are my chef. No one touch my chef. She's so powerful lady in Kalisha. Kalisha ni memang bukan dia tak nak development. They don't like to stay in that urban. They like this type of lifestyle. So you have to respect lah. Macam orang asli lah bang. You bawa dia pergi ke SCC, dia kata, what is this? Undevelopment, dia kata. To them, greenery, stream waters, these are development to them. So you cannot disturb their mind lah, betul? Until today, I still do things to do. I still write things to do. You know, I still have pencil, I still have paper that I write things to do.
It never stops.
Never. Always have pencils and notebook in your pocket. I know this is the thing. I think I write faster than I'm packing this. Because nobody disturb me when I write. Here, alertness kan?
Yeah.
Reminder. Books, I can always write things to do. Sampai sekarang, when you travel also, I still have a paper, towel, t-shirt, polo, collars, socks, jeans. Because we are just human beings. We don't. It's very limited brain here. So please remind yourself every time before you do things. We ourselves need to be reminded all the time. So diri sendiri lah remind. Jangan nak suruh orang 10 orang remind dia orang. Who else going to remind them?
Betul.
Definitely dia kata, alah lupalah chef, kan saya dah suruh ingatkan saya. Marah orang tu pun ada 10 nak remind themselves. So you remind your own self lah. Jangan harap orang lah bang, tak boleh langsung. PA kau ada pun, driver ada pun, maid ada pun. Semua kita yang jadi the big boss. We remind them more than they remind us. Because you know why? Diorang pun ada diorang punya hal sendiri. Tu je lah.
Right. Thank you, sir. Terima kasih, Dato Chef.